So in Pyong Shodan, we have the sequence where you have a low block and a step center punch. And then you have a low block on this side and elbow back, the back knuckle strike into the step center punch. That's what we're going to work on this time. So we're going to divide it up into two sections. The first section kind of goes along with all the other original Gichu Hyung series katas. So that's pretty simple. So you have your opponent, he's facing me, I'm facing him. This is the first section where you have that low block step center punch. So we're both in a fighting stance. My low block fold comes up here and it's cross. If he decides to do the punch, I still have that block. And then from here, I'm either stepping around and pulling him across, or if you're smaller than the person, you're going to step behind them. And then from here, my step punch, I'm just stepping behind him and getting that strike. A lot of times you can turn that low block into a takedown as well. We're not going to do that right now. Now the other version, I'm going to have him move on this side just for visual, is you have this whole low block, elbow back, back knuckle strike into a step center punch. Now with this one, you can interpret it slightly different. You can do the same version, or if he's got that fighting stance, this low block here, I'm going to cup one hand, or if he's got that fighting stance, I'm going to cup the other hand. So it's one of those, I got to shoot forward, one hand's going to pull back, one hand's pulling down. So I've got that motion, I'm splitting his hands. So go switch for me, so if he has his right leg forward, it should work better. The hand that's closer to you is going to pull back further. The hand that's further away is going to be your low block hand. And the reason why is because it's further away. This is the threat, so you want to pull it down close to you to control it. This one's not as much of a threat, but you still want to deflect it. So we're here, I'm in my fighting stance, he's in my fighting stance. I cup the hands and I push him down and back. That's my first low block right there. Now the second move is that elbow back into that back knuckle strike. That whole sequence is me getting to the outside and away from the inside, away from his line of fire. So I've got the first move where I come down this way, and then I've got that whole idea of the outside block coming up. Here, the reason why you have that slide back there is to get out of the way of this hand. Then the next thing, me doing that back knuckle strike, is a grip, and then a step strike. So one more time, we're in the fighting stance. 1, 2, 3. And that's that whole outside block, back knuckle strike, center punch of the Pyong Shodan kata. Hopefully that clarified some things up for you guys with that kata. If not, hopefully you enjoyed the video regardless.